Oh. Oh no, a cutscene. Oh, look, a plane! I'm so happy now.
He's here.
Okay.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, Mayor Rogers. How you doing, bitch? You better work, bitch.
Jack, do you know how I managed to stay mayor for so long?
I don't care.
Oh, yeah, I know. Is that what you wanted to talk about?
No, Jack, it's not that. I've stayed in my position because at the very beginning of my career, I learned an important rule. If someone, anyone, friend or enemy, if they want something bad enough, you can hook them with it.
I know just what you mean.
What does Jack Boyd want? A good pension? Doubtful. $500,000. I think that whole nonsense is a myth.
Well, it's not there anymore, so
The
don't worry about
others
it.
might think that you just want a paltry sum of money and you'll walk away. I think, no, I'm sure of it. You want what you've always wanted, to remain the chief of police. And only I can give that to you. You are to lead a special operation against Chaffee. I want your team to come down like a hammer on his stinking restaurant. I want you to personally be there and stand in front of the cameras. And I want this fairy shot during his arrest, 12 bullets at least. I want to see his mutilated body all over the airwaves. I expect a perfectly planned operation. And if you keep me happy, you'll keep your job for another 1.5 years.
What? Okay, dude, you're a little intense.
I think we have an agreement.
No, we don't at all.
Not 1.5 years, Mr. Rogers. For the rest of my life.
You think you can dictate terms, Jack?
Yeah. Because if someone wants something bad enough, you can hook them with it. I think we have an agreement.
Jack, I didn't agree to help fucking Mayor Rogers. Like, I didn't say that. Did I say accept? I did not. Day 164, where fucking Jack Boyd has accepted something with Mayor Rogers. Fucking hell. Mayor Rogers is pleased with the police department. Why would I help him? Rogers is responsible for Freeburg PD breakdown. Mayor Rogers, I will bring order to the police station. Well, what the fuck? Oh my god. What are you gonna do? You've asked for my help. Now you're just upset at me continuously. I don't get this. I think I forgot to feed my fish back at the house. Can I? No, you're not taking the day off to feed fish. No. I got a ticket to go watch a film. No. You're all fucking working. Just stop trying to get out of a goddamn work, okay? Just stop it. I've had enough. Just, you're being bad. Please be advised that we are unhappy with the efficiency of the Freeburg review. We're cutting the department's budget. Oh my god. I swear to fucking god. You, okay, take... I thought I was supposed to fire 3 people. That's not... okay. Shift A, and Shift A. There you go. Let's go to investigations. I think we have one archived. Let's reopen this case with these guys. Not Wise, because I fired Wise. Ah, fuck. I could put Wise on. It'll be his last little case. Suspicious individual. Hello, I've been staying at the motel with my sweetie, having a little fun and relaxing, you know. And then we saw a creepy guy with a scar on his face coming out of the next room. I recognized the guy right away because I've seen him like 5 times on TV. His picture's all over the news. He's suspected of murder a bunch of people. He's still here. You better hurry up. This guy talks weird. Bogdahana, take Anatashi and Kendall. Kendall. When the fuck did I hire you, Kendall? 3 days. Wow. You've had nothing. No successful, no failed. Have you not come into work? Child abuse. Teacher bit a boy on his face. Okay. Because he was biting the other children. The police are on the phone with the child's mother. Come and arrest this menace or I'll shoot her like a mad dog. Oh. Sean Flowers can go deal with the crazy mother and teacher combination who is now biting children's faces. That's an unusual one. I've never really been one to bite a child's face, let alone think about biting a child's face. Because if I was, I'd be a zombie, you know. One of our employees was brutally assaulted on the way to work. The poor man is currently in the hospital. We need 2 officers in the ward within the next half hour. Tell him to give him whatever he wants, bring him a pillow, buy him a soda, scratch his back, anything. As far as the investigation into this incident, we already know who was behind the attack and we'll take care of it from here. Aquano and Dixon. There you go. Alright, Mayor Rogers, please know I'm doing something for you. I feel bad that he just fucking hates me at all. Really? For the person who fucking bit someone? Take Todd. Or Dodd. I'm not fucking giving you any more. For fuck's sakes, just deal with it. Just deal with it. Child abuse. There you go. That's how you do it. In the kindergarten. Fraud. A telemarketer lured Claire Dick to a clinic for free rejuvenation procedure. She arrived at 2 o'clock and received various injections. Afterwards, her whole body was swollen, her muscles went numb, and her face trembled in unbearable pain. Moreover, the clinic has required her to pay the full amount of $500 for the procedure. She doesn't have that kind of money, so they insist that they'll pay in installments. Feinberg? No, let's take Kojo and Vermilion, and we'll see if this is a real call or no. That's kind of crazy. This is why I don't like getting injections or anything. Just don't get injections. You get injections, your whole body just inflates like that. That's ridiculous. Because injections go all over your body. You gotta be. It goes all over your body. It's prepared to touch you. It's injections. A man was robbed by two thugs armed with nunchucks. One came from behind and hit me in the back of the knees. The other struck me right in the nose. I didn't pass out. But bare enough. They took all my money and just walked away slowly. Oh, Vela, take not Feinberg, but Zdrowski, and get these nunchucking wielding maniacs off our fucking streets. The creepy individual. Right. Okay, cops, what's going on here? I'm dying. Fraud. Oh, look at that. They actually they actually worked. They did it. Good for you, boys. No, not City Hall. Labor Union. This, I would like to stop. This is starting to piss the crap out of me. $45,000. You know what? I don't give a shit. I got the money. Stop these fucking calls. I'm done with those calls. We stop them. The gravely voice of Mrs. Adams just phoned in the new demand. There's brazen black virgins spreading their infection right here in broad daylight. Remove them from the streets. I'm afraid for our health. There's brazen black virgins spreading their infections? What? Oh, God. A cleaner was mopping her boss's office and found a strange bundle of wires sticking out from under the table. I'm afraid to even move, whispers the woman. It's not. You just found wires in his desk. These 2 calls are dumb. No. I'm not going to them. If any of them are true, then... Oh, fuck. 2 guys with nunchucks are calmly walking down the streets. Pounce on the guys, turn on the sirens. Hey, ninja wannabes, throw down your toys. Turn on the sirens. Oh, that worked. That fucking worked. What would you expect? You don't walk with fucking nunchucks down the street. That is an illegal weapon. I believe so, isn't it? I think so. I'm not really sure. I think a weapon has to be a specific size for it to be turned into like a weapon of destruction or whatever. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. I'm done. Suicide threat. An elderly woman with Alzheimer's barricaded herself in the room with all the medication and started swallowing everything she could get her hands on. The nurse says they can't break the door down on their own. That's a bit concerning. Pod Kanda will take a Natashi and just that, and go help that lady out. It's kind of scary. You don't want that. And now my throat's bugged with something. Girls were only handing out flyers with a hairdresser salon. Alright. The bomb in question was just a mess of wires, nuts and bolts, pushing into a piece of soap. Apparently someone from the office or staff was playing a practical joke. Well, there you go. Though I didn't hear the piece of soap, so... It's like, oh, I just see wires. And be like, oh, I see wires and it smells like Dove. I don't know what's happening. I'm so scared and relaxed at the same time. I shouldn't be. Driving under the influence, a passerby saw a car drive up onto the curb, knock over a trash can, and then speed off, swerving down the road. You've got to deal with this drunk driver. There's children walking around. Okay. Purdy, Ohanrahan, and Gojo. Gojo will deal with the mojo. Mojo will deal with the lojo. And he'll get the bojo. Don't ask. Just don't fucking ask. Like, seriously. Just keep it to yourselves. Ask yourselves, what the fuck's happening? And then just, you know, walk away. Just walk away. No, I'm not going to do a house party. These guys seem relatively energetic. Relatively. Vela and Dagar, they're a little tired. But other than that, everyone seems to be fine. Oh, Jesus Christ. This guy was a little intense. We need more frames anyway, so I got some time to get that. I think next time I'll get that. Driving under the influence? There you go. There you go. Don't be scared. There you go. I swear to God, sometimes I can just listen to you guys just watching this and think to yourselves, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Like, what? I showed my wife a clip a couple days. She's like, I'm married to you? What the hell happened? I'm like, I don't know. You said yes. It's her fault too. Cutscene? Oh, it isn't a cutscene. We haven't even found out what happened to Stet, my detective. Or not detective, my...
Mr. Boyd, there's some armed men on the floor. Mr. Boyd, there's a lot of them.
Okay. Oh. How wonderful.
I didn't catch that. Say again?
Excuse me, Mr. Boyd. It seems I accidentally frightened your secretary.
Did you put your penis on the table? If so, good job.
They publish these stories in a book? My grandfather read me these stories from the old newspapers whenever I was ill. As a child, I was often ill, several times a year.
I'm sorry to hear that. Put down my book.
And you know what, Mr. Boyd? You're no Bobby Flash.
I am aware of that.
No. I mean it as a compliment. You want to clean up all the crime in Freeburg, right?
Or so I dreamed, once upon a time.
Do you know why you failed, Mr. Boyd? Do you know why Bobby Flash always wins?
Because it's a fucking story?
Because when you're surrounded by cartoon criminals, the only way to win is to become a cartoon cop. You're no cartoon, Mr. Boyd. You suffer too much. You have too many
You're a
doubts,
bitch.
Too much fear, too much internal conflict. Maybe that's why the people of this city forgive all your mistakes.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Because you seem like a real human being. If Bobby Flash made a mistake, we'd never forgive him. From Bobby Flash, we want cold, calculated perfection. And this is why I've decided that I don't mind if you keep your job.
What, have you abandoned your insane plan to storm the city hall?
You think it insane? To solve all my problems in a single stroke? Assuming, of course, that we're properly prepared.
Let's say we do burn City Hall to the ground and kill Rogers. What next? You simply walk into the smoke-filled room and take a seat in his smoldering chair?
No, Mr. Boyd. I've been preparing for a year for what happens next. I'll give the prosecutor's office an impressive folder with compromising evidence against Rogers. Information about how he suppressed his political adversaries, finally lost his mind, and plotted to rain blood on the streets of Freeburg.
It's true.
Of course, Troy Starr, faithful City Hall employee that he is, will easily confirm all this. At the same time, my dear Jordan will finally decide to break her silence and tell everyone how that fool Rogers threatened her, forced her to kill all the victims of his sexual violence to ensure their unpleasant stories would never come
Oh,
to
the
light.
dentist.
Of course, everyone will understand that we didn't have time for formal complaints. The night before Mayor Rogers' private security detail would plunge the city into chaos, our valiant police chief Jack Boyd made the difficult decision to arrest the mayor of Freeburg. Unfortunately, Rogers descended into delusion and engaged in a shootout with the police, which ended in his death. We'll have to call an early election to replace the mayor, and of course, it won't be too difficult to win the election fairly.
And then?
You know, Mr. Boyd, most of the facts that I collected in Rogers' file are quite true. Anyone who reads through the mountain of evidence would have no doubt that this man was the most vile person in the world. Murderer, a rapist, thief, racist, sexist. Are you a sexist, Mr. Boyd?
I'm sorry?
Are you a sexist, Mr. Boyd? Or perhaps racist?
No. Well,
I try
no.
not to be.
That's it. I as well. Although I have long been known under a revolutionary pseudonym, I myself am no revolutionary. I believe in evolution. I am convinced that a city which offers such broad support for racist gangs, a city where people cheer as feminist protests are suppressed, a city which for decades has tolerated corrupt officials, I say this city has no interest in a mayor who unconditionally stands for freedom, equality, and the rule of law. Not yet. But perhaps they are ready for a mayor who tries to stand for freedom, equality, and the rule of law. At least when the situation allows it. That's why you're so popular, Mr. Boyd. The city is ready for people like you and me. For people who are ready to make compromises. I'm counting on you, Mr. Boyd.
All right, dude, relax. Jesus.
And, when will they be ready?
I beg your pardon?
You said that the city isn't ready for a mayor who stands for freedom, equality, and the rule of law. When will they be ready? Who decides when they're ready?
I do.
I'll decide.
Oh. Okay, Chaffee. That last look made him look so menacing. There we go. Now is the time to show who we support. Support Rogers or support Chaffee? Listen, as throughout this game, I fucking hate Rogers. I really do. And it's one of these things that, yeah, he could be a good guy when he's obviously threatened and the potential of him fucking dying. But unfortunately, I'm not going to go with Rogers. I'm going to go with Chaffee. I'm going to fucking support Chaffee. This city needs a new fucking look. And if Chaffee's willing to let me keep my job forever for some fucking reason, I'll go with him. Rogers is going to be a year and a half. Chaffee is my man.